Well, hi there. Welcome back. Dan again from CleanGuru. So today, how to handle objections when you're presenting your janitorial bid proposal. So here's the thing. One of the things we talk about in our office when we're talking to any member is always, and a prospective client, always just try to think about it that you're talking to a friend. I mean, a real friend. You're trying to look out for their best interest. And if you do that, well, then the way you approach it, the way you talk about it, the things you suggest, the actions that you take really are probably going to be spot on because you're trying to help them like a friend, and they are. And it works out really well it's the same thing when you're doing a cleaning proposal. If you're sitting down with someone and you're kind of going over it, let's say you're just not emailing it, but you're getting a chance to talk to them on the phone or hopefully in person. There's times when you say, well, you know what, Steve, is there anything that comes to mind that could be an objection? Anything that's bothering you? Anything that we missed? Anything that you believe we should cover that might be an issue? Let's just air it out. We're an open book. We're here to tell you about our company and to make sure it's a good fit. That's a great time then to answer those objections that they give you, and they often will. But let's say they don't, or they only give you maybe a real softball, an easy question. There's nothing wrong with also bringing up objections that you've heard to help this sale. For example, you might say, well, that's fine. I appreciate you mentioning that. It's always a good time to talk about it ahead of time. Sometimes I've had clients ask me, well, why are you worth this money? Why is it worth the price? Because sometimes maybe we're a little higher than some of the other bids we've had. We try to be very competitive, but we're not the cheapest, so sometimes that can come up. And it gives me a great opportunity to talk about the following things. Here's why we are worth what we do. How we take care of our people, how we take care of your building, the strategies, the steps, the procedures, the supervision, the training. Oh, there's so much that goes into this. So it's not expense, it's investment that when you really look at it is, we hope you understand it to be a real value. Or they might say, well, how are you different? Sometimes, Steve, I've had sometimes a prospect might ask me, well, how are you really different than the last 10 companies I've had? Now, this may really ring a bell for them because they may be really wondering that. So if you bring it up and you tackle it, it shows that you're not afraid of it. You're willing to talk about it and say, let me tell you, there's lots of ways we're probably different. Here's 3 big ways we're different. And your service advantages of how you do what you do in your cleaning business, you can really highlight. So it's not a fear of objections. Sometimes it can even be inviting them or bringing up issues to be able together talk about them and tackle them like friends. It can make a big difference. Till next time, remember, you can do this. You really can.